Just make it big, make it bold. Yeah.
You wanna make it big? Alright. Full screen. Niggas love to say make it big. I realize that.
Niggas do not say full screen.
No, they
Niggas be like, make it big, bro.
Yep.
What up, y'all?
Hola.
We back again.
Yes.
Another installment of the podcast.
Number 2.
It classic.
Oh yeah.
And we got another game, another year.
That's right.
You feel me?
1992 to be specific.
Say that again. What year?
1992.
Yeah, a lot of great things happened.
Right. Definitely. Like niggas was born, just like every other year.
Not everybody can be born in 92, you feel me? But
okay.
It's all right.
And also, Cartoon Network was established. You know what I'm saying? One of the best channels out there.
The real Cartoon Network, you feel
right.
me? Back when they had the checker logo, you feel
checker
me?
Flag.
Not that CN junk, I don't know. Whatever, it's probably the same people. I don't know. Maybe they sold some junk. I don't know how it goes.
It happens. That's business.
And what else? We had the Mall of Americas was established. The biggest mall, a lot of money getting spent, all that stuff you did up in there in Minnesota's.
Of course.
In Minnesota, the Twin Cities, not Minnesota's.
Right.
Country.
And what was the last one?
Oh, yo. What's the term? What's how you say it?
Bushu Suru.
Bushu Suru.
Oh, okay. That's a little racist. But basically, that's the term that was coined in 92 after President Bush, Senior, not Junior, you know what I'm saying? Fuck up. Couldn't really read that good. Hurricane Katrina, Kanye West, all that shit. His daddy,
Pops,
he had vomited on the Japanese Prime Minister.
If he had some bad sushi or if he was a little lit, you don't know what the deal was. We wasn't old enough to know what's going on.
Right.
But
it happened.
Let's see what it is. He did.
Run the clip.
Alright, just chilling. He looked like he's like, what the hell?
Yeah. I was more distracted.
And he just killed over he don't even look. And then he threw up in his lap, bro. Like, what?
It looked like he was drunk.
Yeah, like, why you can't? If I have some bad sushi, I'm not just gonna be like, and just throw up on somebody. Like, dang, he passed.
Right.
They got the, whoa. Wow. They had to get, now he's okay.
What? What the fuck was that?
What?
Wow. Okay,
but what we gonna get into this episode? What we got? Hillary. Speaking of politics, we got Hillary Clinton. Yes. Really, the Clintons, and it ain't gonna just be Hillary. The Clintons, but Hillary got something to say.
The scandals. Right. We got the scandals this episode.
And if we're gonna talk about Hillary, we might as well talk about my dog. Not
Trump.
My dog.
Well,
not my dog.
Everybody is president, whether you like it or not.
That person.
The president of the United States.
He's that person. We don't be wanting to talk about Trump, but hey, let's talk about the past Trump before he was president.
I mean, hey.
We talking about Trump. We ain't talking about President
we
Trump.
are still
talking about 1992 Trump. We ain't talking about President Trump.
That's true.
You feel me?
That's true.
It honestly sounds like the same.
Yeah, oddly, he's still the same.
Y'all go to that same person into the office. But, yeah. And then we're going to talk about more scandals. Scandals upon scandals.
And the WWF at the time. You know that the WWE now.
Got
the worldwide McMahon. Right. Vince McMahon shutting it down. All these teenage ring boy sex scandals.
They out here touching people.
Right. And he's just in the forefront. Nah. Y'all ain't finna put it on my organization and mess my money up.
But we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
And shoot, if we talking about 92, we gotta talk about the LA riots.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're gonna get into that. We gotta touch into it just that we're melanated and all that.
Right. Rodney King and all that.
We talking about all that other stuff. It's not even be too ignorant. We gotta talk about our peoples a little bit. You feel me? See what's going on. What happened in '92? Because some people don't really know about our history. That's what it really is.
That's true.
So
we finna learn them.
You feel me?
Replaces her husband on the ticket.
Little do they know.
Representing her husband from the great state of Arkansas, Hillary Clinton, right here.
Hey.
Well, I have answer to Larry's question.
Young Hill.
Right. If I would have known her then, I would have never thought she would
Bill
look
Clinton,
like how
Larry,
she looked
and
now.
I've come to Washington to
She
make
look up.
just a complete confession.
She looked like she was straight here, and now
it's
she
hard,
she switched
you know,
up
there
teams.
comes a time when you have to
Ain't no wrong with
stand
that.
up there and say it like it is. Bill Clinton
I ain't
is
pussy
with the other woman in his life.
The other woman.
And I'm sure you'll read about it.
She
As
trolled.
you're checking out of the supermarket next week.
She trying to
And
troll
when
the
you
hell
do,
out
I
of all
want
these
you to
people.
know that you heard it first here. That he is back in Little Rock, Arkansas, which has become the capital of all kinds of stories. Attending a Y-team dance with his daughter, Chelsea.
Punchline.
You know,
Chelsea
after the
Clinton.
week I've had, I don't want to roast anybody. I did not really
She been snapping
understand
since
what Bill
92,
meant
dude.
a couple of months ago when we got into this presidential campaign, and he looked at me one day and he said, you know, my big problem in this campaign is...
No, we could just, yes. But I'm saying, like, you know that they, like, she know that he be smashing other girls or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
He been doing that.
She got a good cover.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that, do you think that, because I know it's been said, do you think that they are in a relationship, or not a relationship, or you think they stayed married just to convenience and protection of, like, their each other's secrets? Because I know they did some dirty ass shit together, bro. And, like, I'm pretty sure that
Might
they
have been
stayed.
cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, on both sides, like, both of them did some dirty ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Clinton era was not no clean ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Didn't he get impeached? I know we was too young to really know.
Clinton? Yeah.
But who
Because he lied about cheating on his wife.
Yeah, so it was like some fuck shit.
Can't lie as the president. I mean, it's a little different
now you
but
can, I guess, but
I don't know. Shit is crazy.
yeah,
Shit
now
is
you
crazy.
can. But yeah, it's kind of weird, like that. You would think he said yes, he's gonna replace him on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking voted for Hillary Clinton this past thing. I didn't want to really vote, but I was trying to keep the Trump nigga out. But
Hey, it is what it is.
honestly, it was worth. I wanted Bernie to win, but
Hey,
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. You know we gotta talk about the Trumpster.
Oh yeah.
We did talking about the Trumpster. Trump-o-matic. Back in '92, he was still doing what he does now.
Back in '92.
You feel me? He was still doing what he does now.
Okay, you start and I'm ready.
In the wake of questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, E.T. discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Hey, look at that hair though.
Thursday night. You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Is that a baby? That sounds like a baby.
Okay.
Oh wow. Little girl with the pink jacket on. She had to look back. That's my man.
Is that what you call him? What's his wife's name? Forgot.
Ivanka?
Ivanka, that's Ivanka right there. You feel me?
Oh wait. No, his wife Melania.
I don't freaking know. I don't know, man,
And let's run the second.
But we gotta run. Yeah, he was still on. You feel me? He was.
Trump's a wild boy.
Trump is
Been
going
a
Trump.
wild boy.
Trump going Trump, bro. Regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest claims to be back and better than ever. If that's true, why is he here? Please welcome to the program the always interesting, dynamic Donald Trump. Donald.
Always interesting. Big ass tie.
That was so awkward.
I bet he told him to play that music.
Why is time so long?
Donald, welcome to the program. Good to
Nice
see
to be
you.
with you, David.
You know,
Same
people
wig.
have
They got on
interest
the same
in you
toupee.
for a couple of reasons.
I can't imagine.
You got it on.
Let's just get right to the stuff that people want to know about. First of all, are you solvent?
How
Well,
does it
I've
go
had a hell of a
now,
year.
then?
I've had a good year. I had a miserable year last year, along with everybody else in the real estate industry. But this year has been, as you know, sort of from reading the New York press, a good year for me. And The politicians killed the real estate industry, and we've done great.
Now, see, I don't know what that means when you say the politicians killed the real
Well, in
estate industry. What does that mean?
1986, they passed a tax change, 1986 law, which really, you look at what happened with Olympia, New York, and Reichman and everybody else, and it's big trouble.
They lost incentives. Real estate no longer became a good place to put your dough.
Exactly, and it's coming back strong now, and we've worked hard over the last 6 months, and I think we have really done a job.
Of course, now here in New York City, people may get a warped perception of how things actually are because the New York Daily News and the New York Post, every day in, day out, they take stories like you and other popular kind of stories like that, and they just sort of jam it down everyone's throat.
Well,
now, were you ever near broke?
I was never near broke. I was having a good time, and it was a good year to get a divorce.
Well, let's go back.
What number of
What
divorce
did you have to unload?
Well, I didn't unload. I sold things. I sold the shuttle. And
All right, the shuttle is no longer the Trump shuttle.
I unloaded the wife.
Message.
Gave her back to the hood.
Bruh, he always gonna ask.
Wow.
What did I say? Tell me, why did I say?
Yeah.
America's still shocked.
Although it was a good year.
America was shocked back then.
You're not even trying to like.
This nigga's president.
It was a very expensive song. And it was a rough one for a lot of people, and it came out really great, and I'm very happy about it. The casinos are doing record business in Atlantic City. We're up, I guess, 75%, and they're just doing record business. And we just got certified on the west side of Manhattan for the largest development in the world, actually, called Riverside South.
Whatever.
How many acres of
I'm tired of hearing.
We get it. We get it.
But yeah, it just was giving y'all an update about, or not an update, a little throwback.
Right.
Show y'all where the hell we came from, what we fucking voted into office, what y'all voted into office.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good lesson because when it comes to your presidential candidate, maybe you should just YouTube the nigga. Just look him up a little bit.
Both of them was in some shit.
Let me see what's going on with this dude.
What, is Bernie in some shit? Huh? Why don't y'all fucking vote for Bernie?
YouTube might be able to tell you, I don't know if people was going off of net worth or like the nigga golden hair.
I think that it's like we're hype beasts.
He got a TV show.
We're a hype beast society, so it was just like cool to kind of like he had like a little like what is the slogan? Make America Great Again.
That's
like
true.
A whole bunch of people tagged on to that junk and was like, yeah. Even people who was like a little racist. You can't really be a little racist. You're either racist or you're not. But
right.
People who was a little prejudiced or whatever it is, it was kind of like felt comfortable. Like, yeah, I can kind of be like, fuck them. Even if they don't like, they might like black people, got black friends or whatever like that, and they might just feel comfortable because they kind of can co-sign, like they got a safe haven.
That's true.
So, hey.
Yeah. I mean, he a businessman. He know how to market.
Yeah,
he gonna market. He gonna market that racism to different demographics, and goddamn it, that shit works.
He bought Jeb Bush's website, bro, and turned it. When you go to JebBush.com during the the race or whatever.
Yeah.
He was he bought Jeb Bush's website, so when you go to it, it went straight to Trump's website.
Damn.
He straight like
Read
big
a
boy.
rat.
Yeah, he did some bully move, big boy shit. Like, nah, cause he dropped out of the race. Eventually, he was like, nah, I can't do nothing. Like, come on, bro.
Damn.
Like, he really don't play. He's
money.
about that, bro.
That money too
about
good.
That action, bro. So
yeah. That's just what it is.
The Trumpster.
Fuck
Trump. My president.
Fuck Trump.
I wish, they need to change. I don't want them to change it to be like, oh, somebody could do a third term, because then he'll mess around and get a third term. I want Barack just to come back with Michelle to do something. Or Joe. But Joe has some issues, some family stuff going on, dog. Shout out to my dog, Joe Biden.
And to be honest, I feel like once you're a part of it, you probably wouldn't even want to go back.
Yeah, like, you gotta go free. They're like,
you gotta go at it like Barack Obama, like you ignorant to all of it. You like, oh man, this shit is fair. I'm about to change America. Change for everybody. You ain't even got $1. I'ma still give you change.
People still say he ain't do his shit. He did some fucked up shit. It's whatever. Like, I ain't know.
Yeah, he soon found out.
I think
the Senate was not fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not even the main.
Or Congress in general.
Yeah, he's not the main person. Like, he's not doing everything.
Yeah,
it's just like on a basketball team, the star player is not running all the shots of the organization. He's just the figurehead.
That's true.
He's just on the front lines.
The biggest example of that is the tax reform. Like, Trump said he wanted tax reform. the Congress or the Republicans, they working to get that shit together. They rushing with this half-ass plan. They push it on the Democrats like, hey, here go the plan. We about to vote on it in about 20 minutes. Read over it, see if it's good. They win 51-49. Bam. Now you got fucked up tax brackets and tax percentages and, you know, all types of tax reductions. But hey, you know, that's what it is. But you got to know who you're putting in position. Because you got people like Elizabeth Warren. She going to speak up, let you know what it is. Like, also a Democrat, but, you know, she like, letting the people know what the process is. Like, what she dealing with and, like, how these bills and these laws are even coming to be. So, it's important.
I don't know nothing about politics. I just voted for Hillary to keep out Trump. I wanted Bernie to win. That's all I know.
That ain't nothing but a little.
I'm trying to secure my bag in GTFO.
That's real. Yeah. You need to get your money. You gotta get your money first and foremost.
Yeah.
That wasn't nothing but a little CNN.
It
That ain't nothing but that one.
You feel me? That's all. I was like, what's going on?
All right. So what we got next?
Shoot, bro. So I know everybody know about the WWF. They remember like Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Undertaker. I don't think they was around in '92 yet. It was like, what is it, like Andre the Giant and stuff like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage and
Andre the Giant
Hulk Hogan or whatever.
Actually, one of the wrestlers that was in this scandal, Pat Patterson, he was a wrestler. Yeah, he's a retired wrestler now.
Okay.
Now he works for the WWE. But
he still work for him?
Yeah. Like one of the main niggas in the whole pedophile
He's
scandal.
married and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Or he was. I don't know if he's still
married. He's gay and he has a life
now. He
partner.
Or I'm talking about he had like married children. Like he had a wife and kids.
Oh, that's right. He does have 2 kids. That's
right. He had a wife and kids before all this. So yeah.
Hey man, be yourself.
So that's some.
Be yourself.
That's like
don't fuck up.
That's messed up, bro.
Just
like dog. Like I ain't saying that. Oh yeah, you can't have kids or something if you gay or something. But like, don't be high in your life and to your wife. You legit start a family and everything, and you have a side life with a whole nother man. Like, man, that's messed up, bro. That's gonna mess up your wife mentally and emotionally and stuff. She'll think she's not good enough for something like that, bro.
Exactly.
So like, women are delicate creatures. Do not be trying to like mess them up like that. Like, be straight up.
Be honest, that's your dog.
Women are strong creatures too. I'm not saying like y'all weak. Okay, so don't.
Hey, about to run the clip.
Do you believe that sexual harassment exists in your workplace?
I believe that there's a possibility of sexual harassment existing everywhere.
And I asked directly if it was in the World Wrestling Federation.
And I don't want it in my organization. I don't want it.
I'd like to reiterate the question. Do you believe there is sexual harassment amongst the wrestlers or employees of the World Wrestling Federation today?
There is a possibility of that. That's why I have these independent investigators to come in.
And who are these independent investigators?
Fairfax Group Limited. And I would like, to hear what you have to say, and everyone has to say. I want to get to the bottom of it.
Would you therefore believe that because of all these allegations coming forward and more corroborating evidence proving that there's no doubt sexual harassment is running rampant in the World Wrestling Federation, that you are definitely going to come public and do something about it?
Why wouldn't I? If in fact that is the case, why wouldn't I do something about it? Why would I risk what we have?
Because you haven't done anything about it until it became public, because you thought it was underwater.
Because I had no knowledge of it.
I made knowledge of it to you when I was fired, and you just blew it off and let me go. I retained a lawyer.
Because you were not very good. You were not a very good announcer. You could not. That's the only reason why you were fired. You could not make the transition from radio to television. That is the only reason why you were fired.
I would like to remind you, sir, that I have a 2-year contract. 2 years.
You also have a clause in your contract that states, and as you know, you were hired on a trial basis.
I was not hired on a trial basis.
You do not have a contract?
Mr. McMahon, I have a 2-year deal with your firm.
You will note a clause that states very clearly, and I have it outlined for all to see here today, that you can be fired almost at whim. if in fact you're not doing a good job. You did a horrible job. That's the only reason why you were fired. That's it.
Maybe I should point out, first and foremost, that might be your inability to pick good talent.
It could be.
You had a national talent search, Vince McMahon. You advertised in Billboard magazine and across many different media sources searching for one man that could be the new face and voice of the World Wrestling Federation. You flew me in back and forth 4 and 5 different times from Detroit, and you chose over the course of 1 year of negotiations that I would be the man for that job. I didn't sleep with your vice president. 2 weeks later, I'm fired. I also want to point out one very important fact. From your office came a letter to my landlord to verify my employment. From that letter, I must bring this point up. It says, Murray Hodson has a very secure job with Titan Sports and is a positive and productive employee. From your office. Just because I don't sleep with your vice president, that qualifies to blow me out of a 2-year deal? I don't buy it.
Right. So you let him tap it? What the hell? See the women, they're like, yeah, I can see it.
And you know this is nasty.
Hey, you see that?
Still there.
Said very well, but I believe untrue. If in fact these allegations against Pat Patterson, whom you won't name, are true, why not pursue the legal course, the legal recourse? Why not pursue?
We are doing that right now.
You are. And you are aware that you waited 6 months after you were let go to bring the...
And you know what's crazy? Like Vince McMahon is still, like, he's in the organization. It's not like he's got kicked out. You know how, like, everybody's resigning and everything? Now, when, like, this was a straight up allegation, like, in his face, like, face to face. It wasn't no, he said, she said, he reported it. He got on live television, straight up was like, bruh, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I got fired because I ain't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and he's still, and Vince McMahon is still there. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Pat Patterson is still there. All these dudes are still there. So,
yeah, man.
It's just, it was, I forgot shit the name, like Kevin Garvin,
oh, Terry
Garvin.
Terry
Well, that's a dude who liked the ring boy's feet or something.
That was yeah.
And
yeah, I think that was him.
He liked the ring boy's feet or something like that. Pat Patterson was like grabbing somebody's ass or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was one other dude, I forgot the name, but
Mel Phillips.
Yeah, Mel Phillips.
He was a ring announcer, and he was also a supervisor of the Ring Boys.
And as soon as the allegations
were
dropped or were made, they like resigned. Like them two, the Phillips and Garvin. They resigned. Pat Patterson still in. You say he still works there?
He resigned, and then he was let back. Like,
okay.
You know, the charges were dropped, so they let him back. Like, it didn't happen in the eyes of the court.
Let's see if these things arise now, because look how all the everything is coming back on the forefront, because it's like people are having an avenue where they're actually getting justice and it's not like they're being ridiculed or they're looked at as, oh, it's your fault, or like, you know what I'm saying, like you just want to be victimized or anything like that. It's looked at as a real issue, and people are actually getting like repercussions for this thing. Like you look at the Weinstein or what was it?
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein.
The Weinstein. And then even freaking shit.
Right, definitely
not him, bro. My dad, Reverend. Russell Simmons.
Shit, that break my heart.
Oh no,
I can understand Russell Simmons being a sexual offender.
Russell Simmons, damn, bro, leave my dog. Come on with all that, bro.
That's a wild boy too.
Hey, bro, shout out to All That Digital.
He actually knows Donald Trump. So,
bro, fuck with us, All That Digital. But G shit, he did have some fucked up allegations. He resigned from all this shit. He like stepped back.
Yeah.
Like everybody having these allegations come up, and it's coming to the forefront. Maybe this might pop back up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something else might come. So it's like a lot of things. You got to look at your past to really know your future. That's why we got to keep it classic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just crazy. Like he's still involved, and it's
man.
It's probably still going on, bro. Like, wonder if it happens with the divas and stuff like that. Like casting couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how over sexualized the divas are. Like, like they gotta wear no clothes basically, and it's just like, come on, all the dudes don't gotta wear no. I know the dudes be shirtless and whatnot, but all the dudes, some of the dudes got get.
That's why they getting sexually assaulted as well. Yeah,
but
wear your drawers.
But shoot, all the girls
strip for me into your drawers.
Some of the girls be like in nothing basically, and they all be having freaking booze ass out and all that shit, booze done, whatever. And beautiful women, nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, come on, bro, like what they can do what they want, but I ain't even trying to get in that topic like that. They free to express themselves however they want. Not saying nothing wrong with that, but I feel like they do over sexualize just everything like that. In wrestling. And it's probably just swept under the rug because it's just entertainment.
Right, so, and that's the basis of it. And I feel like that's how Vince McMahon looks at it. Because I remember there was this Muslim wrestler, and Vince McMahon like made him have this character the way he was always wearing a turban. So he's getting his ass whooped. Like, this is at a time where, you know, terrorism is at an all-time high. Like, this is around 9/11 and shit. So he's getting his ass beat, you know, on a daily basis. Like, he's the antagonist in the storyline. So he's constantly in this turban getting his ass beat.
And everybody's like, yeah, America! Damn, the Kurt Angle beating his ass wearing red, white, and blue, man. Fuck.
Right.
You feel
fucking
me? So,
snapping his ankle
yeah,
off.
like, come on, bro. And he's just like, oh my God, bro. Come on, man. Yeah. And it's just like completely just demonizing like Muslim Americans. He can be born here and everything, but it's just like, okay, boom. Yeah. Like, you just want to do that. And nobody, they sweep it under the rug because it's just entertainment. That's all it is. It's just
entertainment. Like, you either finna do this job or you finna fucking find another job, you buff motherfucker.
Yeah. That's just how, that's the way they work. Everything repeats itself, bro. Even since '92, that's 25 years.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And stuff still happening, just like police beatings. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. Like, come on, bro. Riots. What happened? And when people the freaking pickets and where was it? North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever was on that shit. Little racist, whatever.
Oh yeah. Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. Right. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, bro. And they even had other riots after any police killing. So like, shoot, you know we had to get into it.
Oh yeah.
LA riots.
Shit.
And an attempt to answer the question of why the jury came up with a
make you big.
One of the King trial jurors who wants to remain anonymous admitted the King beating video made an instant impression on that jury. But that same Simi Valley juror said a closer inspection of the video left her with a very different and a very shocking impression.
But when you see it in its entirety,
wow. What are they saying? Like, what could they be saying?
You know, it's crazy. Like, we see this every day now. Like, what's the next police brutality video? Like, actually, the niggas is dying, so. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is dying now.
I guess this is worse, because, like, they not, you know, just shooting them.
Shit, I want my life.
Do they got some shit around his neck?
Now they gotta kill him because we can't test. No one's to testify.
Right.
Yeah. And they watched Rodney King struck 56 times by white policemen. A jury saw the
56 times.
Damn. Fucking that nigga legs, bro.
And none of them was guilty. Wow. I'm so surprised.
You should be angry. You should be angry. And anger turned into violence.
Yes, it did.
That's how it gets down. Bro, imagine if we was like alive during this time.
Right. Dang. Robbing folks.
It's not even, we from Florida, so we wasn't even near this.
Yeah, man.
But like, people got stories like remembering junk happening. Like, what, don't like Kendrick Lamar got stories of this junk happening? And it's crazy. What you said, like 60 people died?
Yeah, 60 people died. Yeah. Damn.
The concern was that
See, they out there with an army, bro. They ready.
Yeah.
That strategy failed. By the time police did respond, they were overwhelmed.
They killed like 10 people. The police did.
Right.
I wonder how many police probably got killed if they killed people.
It led many to ask what happened to the LAPD.
Because it's just like, and it's repeating its cycle. And everybody thinking that, oh shit, the world finna end or some crazy shit like that. I'm like, bro, it's not like that. It's just repeating itself. Like, we just are way more connected due to social media, so you see everything a lot more and a lot faster. Like, if somebody gets shot by a police officer, they got dash cams and video cameras. You can go live on Instagram and all that stuff and Facebook. It just everything is like right now. Like back then, he couldn't go live on Facebook. He couldn't do nothing. He probably ain't have no cell phone. He out there dolo. So everybody is different now. We're in a different technology age. So it's just like it's just that's the reason that everything seems worse because. You don't know who's running all of these social media sites. They can be feeding in all of this news. Do you know who runs the site that be sharing that random video that you see? You know what I'm saying? You see a random video out of nowhere and somebody just getting shot. You're like, who the fuck did this? Like, where did it come from? How did it get on my feed? But somebody is in control of that, so somebody let that happen. So at the end of the day, like, we can't really be in fear of the future. We just gotta embrace it and try to just change it at the end of the day and do better.
Yeah, I mean, you really just gotta learn. Like,
just learn.
All the clips, like, it's out in the open. You know, white people know now. I hope. Like, this should be on the news. It's on social media.
I don't even like to just say white people, black people, because I think some black people be ignorant and some white people be ignorant because it's all about upbringing. Cause some
that's a good point.
That's some white people who legit lived in like the hood and lived in the projects, whatever, and they understand how it is to have nothing, and like they understand like their friends are being like segregated against and whatnot. They understand that they have white privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like some people understand that. Like you can't, I can't undo the fact that I'm black. And a white person can't undo the fact that they're white. So I'm not going to take like offense to the fact that you're what you are. So it's just you have to realize what it is, like what the cards are that's dealt on the table. Like
this is a good point.
You white, I'm black. Hey, cool. You're a person though. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Are you a good person? Or are you a bad person? That's really what I'm worried about.
That's true. That's true. Well, I guess more the powers that be realize that this is an issue. This issue is out in the open, and even the powers that be that know it's an issue and they are part of it, they know that we know, and it's out there for the public to see. And eventually, it gotta change. And I think the common story is an officer who patrolling this neighborhood and he's not familiar with the neighborhood. He don't know the people there, so he always on edge. He's scared. Always, got this disrespect or like you feel negative toward these people.
Yeah, like you feel like you don't understand where they come from. So it's
it's
just like if we go in a really nice, not saying like I've never been in a nice neighborhood, but like if you go in a neighborhood and it's not many black people or people of color, and you're getting weird looks and everything, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. Like you're not gonna feel right. So like even though we might not do anything aggressive, if somebody approaches us, we're gonna feel kind of like, are we gonna get in trouble? Like what the hell's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we feel. So we don't need to patrol that area because we're not gonna necessarily know. You know what I'm saying? What an issue really would be. Like we might have a heightened sense of danger or with things. They might shake things a lot easier, but if you have a person like who came from the hood go back to there and be a police officer, it has to happen a lot more. Because when it's like one out of the whole bunch is from that area, they ain't gonna be able to change nothing.
Yeah,
you gotta have a whole group of people being able to do that, and it just starts a movement. You got cool cops that are able to like look out for the people in the hood. Because if you come up to a person in the hood, or like a person from the hood, you see a group of people in the hood, they're just chilling, standing on the corner on the block. Me and you don't feel like that's intimidating. But somebody else who not from there, who never seen that type of thing, they might feel like, oh, what are they gonna do? They see me. All you gotta do is just walk past them and don't look like a little bitch.
Right.
Like that's about it. And then like if you're a police officer, like bro, don't be interrogating them like they did something. Just be like, yo, hey, what's good, bro? Hey, y'all can't be here. Just slide somewhere else. They tripping. They gonna listen and slide. You're a police officer. They ain't finna do nothing. Exactly. Don't be like, hey, they gonna run or do some crazy shit, bro. You gonna scare them. Mm-hmm. So it's just shit like it's just common sense, bro. Just think normal, bro. If you was in their shoes, People don't think about perspectives a lot, though. That's just that, man.
Right.
But on a lighter note, man, I think we getting too deep into this. This race war and shit, man. Let's play some goddamn Mario Kart. Man.
Let's get into it. Super Mario Kart.
Look, this is where not Mario Kart 64, the original Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, you dig? Because we in the year 92. You know, 92.
Cheer.
Let's
get it.
Record the audio.
Yeah. Cheer. That is okay.
You know I gotta. You know I'm fucking with Toad.
Fucking with the Yosh.
scratch my nose, but I don't want to. Because I'm oh my god! Let's go!
These handles.
Scratch my nose.
Fuck this shit. Alright, whatever.
It's gonna be the quickest Grand Prix in history. When the time punch. Oh shit.
Oh no.
I hate this one. This is booze. I only know these shits from Nintendo 64, I swear.
Right. I'm hoping that
I'm gonna fall off like a bitch.
Whoa! Look like they got rails.
Not everywhere. Whoa, that's it. I'm finna win.
Ah.
Quick ass fucking
Quick chart, yeah. I'm saying it's about to last. Now you see the
oh shit. What the fuck?
Screws me.
What the fuck?
Screws me. Let's go.
Back.
Oh shit.
Oh, this ain't the last lap. It's over.
Whoa.
I'm coming for that ass.
Oh! Motherfucking chills!
I'm coming for that ass.
Ah!
Coming for that ass.
Jesus. It's like once you start falling, you can't stop.
Yes, you can. I did. You know what Toad says?
I'm the best!
Oh my god.
It's okay though.
This is a retarded kid soundtrack where, you know, they just want you to finish. Yeah.
And you ain't finished?
I did finish.
Rank it up.
Damn.
It's okay.
Whatever.
Is that the last one?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit. This is me?
Yeah. Do I even need to win? Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Fuck, I fucking
Shit.
coming for
That's
that.
That's bonus.
What is that?
Damn, sharp ass turn. Ah! Let's
I
go!
fell in the damn lava, like, it's your, oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Do you need coins to live or some shit?
I'm not sure what the coins are for. Ah. I'm sliding through, Mark. Oh! I couldn't hit that drift.
Oh, it's over, buddy.
I don't think I've gotten a square this whole time. Let's go!
Well, there you have it. You see that Tribe Rules, you dig? The Champ, Mario Kart, the first edition.
Yeah.
That closes another installment.
Good game though. They knew they was on to something. They definitely should keep making them.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah. That's why they Nintendo 6. That was the first time I played that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another installment of Keeping It Classic.
Right, man.
So stay tuned for the next one. See where we pick next.
Check out the links. Hit us up. You know what I'm saying?
Check out. I got an EP on Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff.
Spotify.
We'll put the link. The image should be like here somewhere or something like that.
I'll put it right on top of him. You can click on him. And then if you click on me, I got the RetroPie for sale. You know what I'm saying? The emulators. You can play this at your house. You want to play that, you know what I'm saying? Make your own videos, imitate us. That is just fine. I got the emulators for you, so you can do that. But that's it. Y'all like Trout? I got to go to work. Adios.